Beautiful peeps, what's happening, what's crackalacking, and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with a July 2020 mid-month all signs check-in. So I do not have a lot of time to actually go ahead and do the mid-months this month, but I wanted to do them at least all in one video so that we could get some sort of clarity. I do apologize, guys, that these are not going to be the individual videos, but I want to keep myself on schedule so that not only we can get the August readings on time, but we can get the August mid-months reading on time moving ahead for the future. So yes, I do apologize, guys, that the July 2020 readings were late. Life is hitting hard sometimes. You go through things sometimes, and Mercury in Cancer just had to give me a lot of inconveniences that I've been dealing with in my day-to-day life. Nonetheless, though, we are purging through that, and I digress. So I do want to say, as always, welcome to the reading, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Of course, these are general readings, so if they resonate, that's amazing. If not, they're not your message. You can always feel free to check out any reader that we got here on this platform. All right, these messages are also, they could be resonating backwards or vice versa. So take them whatever way they resonate if they apply to your own situation. If you guys are interested in following me on Instagram and Twitter, that is all in the description below. And if you'd like to check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel, that is the first link in the description if you want to take a look into my family's life. If anybody here fucks with the energy and fucks with the vibes and would like to join the soul family, feel free to subscribe down below. Now let's get on into it. So we're going to be doing this Aries to Pisces. And I'm kind of going with the flow of how I'm going to set up this reading. Maybe it's going to be more so of a quickie of the way that I normally do it. I don't think that I'm going to do just like a 3-card pull. I think I'm going to do it like I naturally do a mid-month, but I'll do it in a more quicker version. And we'll see what's happening. So all the way from Aries to Pisces, let's get on into it and see what we got coming through. So the first sign that we are starting with here today is Aries. So let's get on into that, okay? Aries, how you doing, man? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's take a look at your mid-month, okay? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What messages do we got coming through for Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. All right, my Aries gang, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got ourselves some fantastic stuff. What's happening, what's crack-a-lacking, and what's popping? Aries, the overall energy for you guys during the mid-month here is the King of Pentacles. So you may be connecting possibly here with an Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. This is the energy of you really grounding yourself this month and really being in a position where you're super level-headed, and that's always a great energy to see. Stepping into your current energy, you do have here the Strength card. The person you're dealing with here is the Nine of Pentacles, and, the outcome that's present here is the Six of Pentacles. So from what I'm seeing so far, you may be connecting with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's very heavy earth energy in this reading. You also may be connecting with a Leo here too. Now, you got here the King of Pentacles and you got here the Strength card. And these are two cards that really symbolize honing in on your inner strength and honing in on a very good, all-around level-headed mindset. So I feel that a lot of you guys are gaining a lot more independence here, moving through the mid-month mark, especially with the Nine of Pentacles coming into play. I feel as if you've recognized that you have to really, not even that you have to really be content with being on your own, but you've more so realized how much you've enjoyed it. I really think you're starting to enjoy being on your own because as you have time to work on yourself by yourself, you're noticing that you're able to pick up the pieces, right? Six of Pentacles. You're able to rebuild yourself in a more empowering way. For example, Aries, when somebody gives you advice or when somebody gives you a compliment or when somebody tells you what to do, most of the time you don't really take the advice. Most of the time the compliments are sweet, but you don't really feel them. You have to feel things for yourself. A person can tell you how much they love you and tell you how beautiful you are, and you can say thank you, but not believe a word they said. But when you say that to yourself and you truly believe it coming from you, that statement is all the more powerful. When you really take a look at yourself and you tell yourself how beautiful you are and how amazing you are, and you pick up the pieces and work through the issues and problems you're going through all for you, it is more powerful every given time, and you feel 10 times better. Because remember, you got to believe it for yourself, okay? So looking at from what I'm seeing so far, I feel like you have grown through a lot of situations. You have become a stronger person through a lot of the situations you faced. Now, keep in mind, we had Mercury in retrograde, okay? And on July 12th, we finally have Mercury going direct. But starting on June 2nd, Mercury was in pre-shadow. On June 18th, sorry guys, it's very hard to say June and July at the same time. June 2nd, Mercury went pre-shadow. June 18th, Mercury went into retrograde. July 12th, it's going direct. So throughout this whole time of the retrograde period, I do feel like lots of memories have come up. You have started taking a look at things that have hurt you. You have started to take a look at these old memories that have come up to almost as it feels like it's haunted you. But with all that being said, you are looking at situations you used to be in and how much you've grown from those situations, and you're taking a look at yourself and genuinely being proud. And I really like to see that for you guys, because you're seeing how much you've evolved, you're seeing how much you've gone through, and you still came out a motherfucking warrior. It's beautiful, man. So taking a look at what's coming in for Aries throughout the mid-month of July. Let's take a look here. What's coming in for Aries throughout the mid-month of July, please? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we see coming in for Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Let's take a look here, guys. Ooh, we got here the King of Swords, we got here the Wheel of Fortune, and we got here the Star. Holy fuck, Aries. These are fantastic energies. First things first, when you change your boundaries, right? When you allow yourself to have strict boundaries when it comes towards certain people that you allow to have in your energy, and keep in mind, strict doesn't mean that you're not allowing anybody to be a part of your life. This is only allowing good energy to come in. I feel that during the second half of the month, you're going to be limiting yourself away from negative people. And you're only making room for people that are going to really go for your growth. You're only allowing room for people that are going to be positive in your life. You're only having room for people that are going to grow with you and not stunt your growth. And that's something that's so powerful to see, because what you're looking for ideally is positive change. And you're also looking for just genuine, really good alignment, because the Star card here represents alignment. So what's coming in for you for July is the more stricter boundaries you have in regards to recognizing that what doesn't serve doesn't need to be a part of your life, the more that you allow yourself to only invite in positive energies, people that do you good, things that are good for you and healthy for you, habits that you should really embody that really take care of yourself, the more that you stick around with the positive environment and build one around yourself, the more you are going to be susceptible to getting into alignment with what it is you desire. I do feel a lot of you Aries are starting to get into law of attraction here and manifestation, especially throughout the July mid-month mark. And if that's something you're involved in, you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor, especially if you're manifesting. I don't know why, but I am getting the message that manifesting throughout the second half of July is going to be a very big energetic hotspot for you, Aries. So definitely take a look at what it is you want to manifest. Some of you may be scripting. I script all the time. It's where you take a journal and you basically write, I am so happy and grateful that I blah-de-da-de-da, right? I am so happy and grateful that let's say you want a job for what's the most random place that I can think about right now? Zales, okay? I am so happy and grateful that Zales called me back for a job interview this morning. They are ready to interview me tomorrow morning at 8 p.m. and I'm so excited because they're gonna love me and I'm going to get the job. All things like that. You can always script that in your journal, right? But nonetheless though here, Aries, I do feel a lot of you guys really being in a powerful space for manifestation. It might have something to do with the astrology, although I'm not an astrologer, but it might have something to do with that, okay? Nonetheless, what you are bringing in July 2020 for the mid-month period is positive change, okay? The universe is the Wheel of Fortune, and that wheel is going to start turning in your favor. You're going to start to notice that as you take the initiative to take care of yourself, the universe will start to take care of you. Remember that it all has to start from within. When you start to take care of yourself, God will provide and take care of you. But when you start to do yourself wrong, or when you start to do bad by yourself instead of right by yourself, then the universe will mirror that and reflect that to you. So from what I'm seeing here for the mid-month for you beautiful Aries is a lot of appreciation for the strength of the hard times and challenges you've went through. I am seeing here a lot of the independence that you've gained from it. You guys are very independent and confident within who you are, and you are working on yourself more and more each and every single day. And you are jumping into a period where you feel okay, where life doesn't feel hectic, where you do feel peace. And with all that being said, King of Pentacles here, King of Swords here, you're enforcing that your life is meant for the good and you only have room for the good. So get ready for positive changes and alignment to come towards your way, guys, especially during the mid-month period, because this looks absolutely fantastic, all right? That's what I got here for you, Aries. I hope that resonates. I hope it enjoys, or I hope that you enjoy. Sorry about that. And if it does resonate, let me know down below, okay? Now, moving along now, We're going to go take a look at our Taurus here for the mid-month mark. What do we got coming through for Taurus, baby? What's happening for the mid-month? Taurus! Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What messages do we got coming through for my beautiful Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Wow, Taurus, your energy feels like bliss, man. Wow. Your energy feels really good, Taurus. I'm liking it so far. Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. I don't know if you've added yoga to your routine or something like that, but I'm feeling this energy of being able to breathe better. Some of you here may have problems with asthma, and your asthma actually may be improving to the point where you can breathe a lot better, or there may be some sort of treatment you're getting throughout the second half of July that allows you to breathe better, okay? I'm seeing something that you're breathing better, you're feeling more peace. This could be including meditation into your day-to-day life, but your energy feels great. You feel rejuvenated, refreshed. Taking a look at your overall energy, and I can tell you why you feel refreshed, because look at what the hell you're letting go of. Heyo, the devil. All right, you may have been connecting with a Capricorn here. Now, what I really like to see is take a look at the bottom of the deck. All right, you have the devil, but right under it was the Three of Cups, or was the Two of Cups, excuse me. The Two of Cups talks about getting back into alignment with yourself. So that's the transformation right there. You're moving from the devil energy all the way to the Two of Cups. You're coming back into alignment with yourself. Now, taking a look at your current energy, you have here the Eight of Cups. Taking a look at who you're dealing with here, you have the Ace of Swords. And taking a look at the outcome for you, Taurus, we have the Six of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think that this is spirit working with you here. I think that who you're dealing with is very much so, your guides in this scenario. They're sending you a message throughout the mid-month mark that it's okay to let go of all this anger. It's okay to let go of resentments that you may possibly hold. It's okay to let go of stress that is burdening you and carrying and pulling you down. It's time to walk away from that. So for any Tauruses throughout July in general, throughout this whole Mercury retrograde period, that have been feeling immense amounts of stress, that have been feeling immense amounts of anxiety and worry, and if you feel as if you've been binded to your past, which may have been a past of negativity, you're releasing that. So we're seeing a giant purge in this situation, and your angels and guides are telling you it's time for you to step forth into a new beginning. It's time for you to step into new communications. It's time for you to meet new people. So for some of you Tauruses here, you may be leaving people of your past behind, especially people who brought in any sort of drama, people who brought in any sort of stress into your life. There also could be people that maybe had addictive type of behaviors that were around you that you are eliminating as well. There could be some people who have addictive type of personalities that may have had really negative influences on you that you are removing from yourself here too. Excuse me. So, from what I'm seeing here so far for you guys, I definitely feel like the second half of July is a massive release of negative energy. But I'm also seeing here that with the Ace of Swords, this is like you getting out of a space of where you talk down to yourself negatively and you start to talk beautifully about yourself. This is really eliminating negative self-talk. I feel like some of you Tauruses may have been invested in negative self-talk, but I'm seeing negative self-talk being released as well. I am seeing success when it comes towards the way that you're treating yourself, but also the environment that you're providing for yourself. Very similar to the Aries reading. In the Aries reading, I touched bases about having to provide a better environment to live a better life. That same rule applies here to your reading as well. Clarify the devil for me. What is going on with this devil card? I need a little more clarity. And we got here the Moon card. Yeah, emotions can be tough. And negative emotions can be addicting. That's for sure. Taurus, I feel like you've been very submerged in negative emotions for quite some time, to the point where it's almost addicting to feel sad, to where it's almost addicting to be upset. It's almost addicting to be depressed, because I've been in that place, and I'm, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate with you. I heard somebody get triggered, but it happens. Sometimes being sad can be more addicting than being happy. And it's a very, very weird thing. And it sounds almost counterintuitive, but you can feel that way. You can be addicted to pain. And I feel like some of you guys here really were. And I think that that's what you're deciding to give up, because you recognize that not only does it do you no good, but it doesn't guide you to where you want to go. It doesn't help you complete your goals. It doesn't give you and provide better relationships with people. It makes things feel worse in the end. At the moment, you're in The pain may feel good as it's addicting, but eventually that painness or that pain you feel ends up turning to numbness. And when you get numb, that's when everything else tends to fall apart. I feel like for a while, Taurus, you were in a position where you felt like you couldn't pull yourself out of this energy of just being emotionally in turmoil. You felt like you couldn't pull yourself out of it, but you're going to be seeing a drastic change in July 15th through the 30th, where you get this confirmation from spirit, where your intuition tells you it's time for you to let go of this pain. It's time for you to let go of this emotional turmoil you've been experiencing, and it's time for you to see your light again. Because even if you may not see your light right now, there is a bright light that shines so deeply within you. So we got here these 6 of wands as well, which is showing that there is going to be success in this arena for those of you that want to move out of a very emotional place, a very negative place, and want to move into a place of recovery, okay? A place where you feel positive, a place where you feel good. I am seeing that massive release happening here so far. Moving forward though, Taurus, let's take a look at what's coming in for July 15th through the 30th for you. What can Taurus expect? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What's coming in for Taurus, and what can they expect, please, throughout July 15th through the 30th? Okay, yes, we got here the Sun card. See, when you do the work, you can be happy. I like that. We also got here the 7 of Pentacles, and we got here the 9 of Pentacles, and we got here the 6 of Swords. Beautiful. So I do want to touch bases real quick as well, is that the Devil card can represent codependency for some of you. So if any of you Tauruses have honestly been dealing with codependency issues, whether if you felt like you've been dependent on other people, I am seeing a rise in independence, okay? So if any of you Taurians have been feeling like you were dependent or codependent, you are gaining and reclaiming your independence here throughout the mid-month mark. But nonetheless though, the main thing that I've been seeing for you guys is that you want to walk away from a lot of emotional turmoil, a lot of emotional negativity that you've been experiencing, and I really do feel like Spirit is stepping in here to guide you, okay? Your guides and your angels are here to guide you, to push you to a more happier place. All you have to do is tune in and listen. All you have to do is listen to that positive voice in your head, no matter how small it may be. Listen to it and allow it to guide you. So we're going to be seeing those changes, and I do see potential happiness coming in here for you throughout the second half of July. And I feel like the more patient that you are with yourself, the more patient that you are with what you're going through and the situations around you, the better results that you're going to have to be able to move forward from this, okay? So Taurus, if you are really doing your best to be happy, and there are moments where you feel like it's not working, or there are moments where you feel like you are going back into this negative space, just take a deep breath and be patient with yourself. Remember, before I got into the reading, I felt really great energy for you. I felt this energy of peace, this energy of you being able to breathe again, because you are going to be refreshing yourself, rejuvenating yourself by letting go of all these heavy burdens that you're still holding on, okay? The more you hold on to that guck, the more you hold on to those heavy burdens, the more that you allow yourself to be dragged down and the more that you suffocate yourself. So keep in mind, guys, the present moment is the only moment that matters. You don't need to bring shit from your past. You don't need to bring the baggage on the new plane you're going to. Go somewhere new and buy some new clothes, okay? All right, Taurus, that's what I got here for you guys. I do feel this energy of release. I do feel you guys being able to breathe again and just feeling peace instead of consistent negativity and emotional turmoil. I feel that peace is coming your way, where you can relax, and it's definitely something that's gonna make you feel happy. You know, and maybe you haven't felt that way in a while, but I do see that coming towards you, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, going all the way to my beautiful Gemini gang. Let's take a look and see what's going on for the Gemmies, baby. Messages for Gemini here throughout July 2020. What's going on for the mid-month? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. What is the mid-month message for Gemini, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Messages for Gemini here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Gemini, let's go get one last shuffle and see what the mid-month message is, baby. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. What's going on? Gemini, the overall energy for your second half of July is the Seven of Wands. So you may be connecting possibly here with a fire sign, an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. Your current energy is the Moon. The person you're dealing with here is the Ten of Cups. And the outcome that's present for you, Gemini, is the Two of Wands. Very interesting. I think that you're starting to have a second guess about a person that maybe you thought was everything for you. I think you may be starting to see that during this mid-month period, you have been in your feelings, but you've also been starting to really understand how you feel. I feel like during the second half of the month, you're getting the most in touch you've ever felt with your feelings throughout your entire life. Excuse me here as my selenite stick decides to completely fall. My apologies, guys. But from what I was saying, Gemini, I feel that throughout the mid-month for you, you're officially getting in touch with how you feel. You're understanding why you feel the way you feel and what exactly it is that you feel. And I think that you're no longer allowing yourself to emotionally block away your feelings, but you're allowing yourself to feel them. Now, taking a look at the Ten of Cups here. For some of you, you may have had issues with your family. And if you've had issues with your family, I see that during the second half of July, you're trying to hash that out. So there is the opportunity here for some Geminis to have conversations with their loved ones that maybe there was problems. Okay, you have the opportunity to hash out that negative energy and really throw away all the problems and clear the air. So for some of you here, you may be clearing the air with some loved ones moving forward throughout July in the second half of the month. Now, for others of you Geminis, this may be about a person who you thought was the one for you, and ultimately you're recognizing that God gave you a different path. So for some of you here, you may have been holding on to somebody for a long time, or you may have thought that somebody was your person, the individual that you were going to marry, the person you were going to be with for the rest of your life. And you may be coming into this revelation, Gemini, that they are not the right one for you. Take a look at the Two of Wands here. Don't you notice that the light is shining on one of these paths here? And that's the path that God made out for you. That's the path that God has carved out for you. But you have been focused on this path over here, when ideally you should be over here. Okay, so for some of you Geminis, you may have thought that somebody was your end-all be-all, but you may be seeing and coming into revelation throughout July 2020 that this is not your person. That during the mid-month, you were meant to be on a different path and you were meant to be with somebody else. So some of you guys here may be seeing that revelation. And if you do see that revelation, you're recognizing that your heart wants something different and your heart longs for who your true end-all be-all, who your true soulmate is, okay? Moving forward, let's take a look and see what we got coming through for Gemini throughout the second half of July, please. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got coming in for Gemini here? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Let's take a look. We got here the Hierophant, we got here the Three of Wands, we got here the High Priestess, and we got here the Four of Swords, and we got here the Two of Swords. Beautiful. Very beautiful energies. Now, the Hierophant card and the Three of Wands. You're learning that lesson, okay? That even though you may think that this is what you want, sometimes the universe needs you to let go of what you think is meant for you and allow you to be guided to what is really, truly meant for you. So this is the energy of leaning in and giving in to divine timing and understanding that even though we sometimes think we see certain things, God will always see the truth. God will always see the right path. So this is the energy of letting go, okay? And trusting the universe. And I really like to see that. I see you guys putting a lot more faith in the universe. Some of you here may be religious, not sure if you are or aren't, and if you aren't, no problem, right? But I do feel for some of you Geminis, you may be getting more in touch with a certain faith that you have throughout the second half of July. So for some of you, if you are entitled, or not entitled, but if you are in touch with Christianity, if you're in touch with, Catholicism, any sort of religion or thing of that nature, you may be finding your faith or getting reconnected into your faith. Some of you guys may be seeing that here as well. Now, remember how I said that in the beginning of this reading, that you thought you were meant to be with somebody, but you're not? Well, now your soul is longing for who you're supposed to be with. So you're going to start to see that you're ready to put this connection with someone you used to be really, really attached to. You're going to put that connection to rest. And you're going to allow yourself to be guided to who you're meant to be with. Okay? So that's what we're seeing here moving forward into the second half of July. You guys are letting go of a connection that you thought was really meant to be, and you're taking a step back and trusting the universe and allowing yourself to be guided to who you're really supposed to be in alignment with. So this whole period for you, Gemini, is all about trusting the universe, and it's all about being guided to the right person and really sitting back and trusting the universe and knowing that you're in good hands, okay? It's like Allstate. Are you in good hands? You're in good hands, baby, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward, all right? So Gemini, hopefully that makes sense for you. Keep in mind, these are mid-month quickies. If they do not resonate with you, you have no worries there, all right? We're going to be getting along on those August 2020 readings quite shortly, okay? Moving forward, man, going all the way to my beautiful Cancer gang. Let's take a look at my Cancerians here. Messages for the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What mid-month messages do we got coming through for Cancer, please? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Messages for Cancers here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What is the mid-month message for Cancer? Let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. Cancer, the overall energy for you guys here is the Strength card. You can be connecting possibly here with a Leo for some of you. Your current energy is the Page of Wands. The person you're dealing with here is the Knight of Wands, and the outcome that's present for you is the Page of Cups. I think that you're done waiting on people who are not waiting on you. And fucking men to that, okay? I'm seeing you guys tapping into a whole new amount of strength that you may not have recognized that you have. With a Strength card here to the Page of Wands, this is you recognizing that granted love can be serious and commitments can be serious, some people just never do take it serious, and you shouldn't allow yourself to be in a position where you let those type of individuals continue to hurt you. I think you're done dealing with people who are not putting up with the same energy that you provide. So you're handing people back the same energy they give you. When it comes towards love and romance, if somebody here just wants to be a flirt, you'll just be a flirt back. You're not going to be running the extra mile for anybody, and you're not going to be giving somebody your entire heart unless that energy is reciprocated. So right now, Page of Wands, you're looking at things in a lot more lighter perspective. You're looking at things in the sense where you're not going to be investing super hard into anyone unless all those feelings are reciprocated. So I do see here with the Knight of Wands, Cancer, that someone here is really drifting away from the emotional connection, okay? You want to connect with them emotionally, they want to connect physically, and you're kind of over that throughout the second half of July. So I really do feel like you're going to kind of skedaddle on from this connection and look for somebody who's ready to connect on an emotional level and someone here who's looking for love. So you're not going to give your energy away to people who don't want the same thing. And that's really good. You shouldn't do that, to be very honest with you. So I really like what I'm seeing so far. You are having healthy boundaries and you're not letting people overstep those boundaries. You know, sometimes, Cancer, people may not want the same thing as you, but because you see the good in them, you believe that maybe eventually they would. You know, for example, Cancer, someone here may want a friends with benefits with you, but you see that they have the potential to love you, so you believe that maybe in due time they will. But then if they don't, you end up being disappointed. I feel like you're done doing that. I feel like you're done giving people a chance to be what you want them to be. I think you're just looking at people for who they are, and if they aren't in alignment with what it is you want, you're not giving them the chance, and that's good. It should be that way, you know? Now, what can a Cancer expect? What's coming in for Cancer here throughout July 2020, man, for the mid-month? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What is coming in for Cancer, and what can Cancer expect throughout the July mid-month period? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Let's take a look. We got here the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, baby. Cancer, when you know exactly what it is you want, the universe will provide, right? Because that is your vibration. Ooh, baby. We got here the Wheel of Fortune. We got here the Eight of Swords, and we got here the King of Cups. So here's a big thing that's coming in for you. No longer do you got to overthink about love, right? Why would you have to overthink about love if you're with a person who wants the same exact things as you? Yes? Yes. So remember, Cancer, you're only going to allow yourself to get into alignment with people who want the same things as you, who are like you, who want to be invested in a committed and romantic, lovely relationship. You're only giving your heart away to people who are reciprocating that same motherfucking energy. So why would you have to worry when you know that the person you're with wants the same exact thing that you want, right? So this is why you're making sure that you no longer need to have worries in love, because you're surrounding yourself with the right types of people. Now, I like that. As I mentioned previously, when you know what you want, that allows the universe to move to get you what it is that you desire. So the universe will be moving with you here. We got that Wheel of Fortune, and we see that wheel moving in the right direction. So Cancer, as you are now deciding and understanding and noting and acknowledging what you want in love and what you want in a relationship, the universe is going to work with you to be able to get that to you, okay? So I like that, man. You're not allowing people who don't resonate with your vibe to be in your energy anymore. Or people that don't want the same things that you want, you're not giving them that chance or the benefit of the doubt. You're not investing yourself in those types of people, nor should you. You should only invest in what you want and what it is you're getting back. You need to invest in connections that have reciprocity, and that's exactly what it is you want. And when you're dealing with somebody that reciprocates everything that you give them, you got no reasons to worry in love. So Cancer, we're seeing a big transformation there where you're done giving people the benefits of the doubts, and you're also done looking at really just the great aspects of them. You're looking at people as a whole for who they really are. Like, as Cancers, we can see the light in people. We can see the beautiful aspects in people, even if they've done a lot of shady stuff. And sometimes that blinds us from the other things that may be hurting us that we're not acknowledging because we're so focused on the light that we continue to see. So I think that we're going to be looking at people in a more well-rounded way, and we're going to be looking at people 100% for who they are rather than just the good side to them. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right? Excuse me. Give myself a quick smoke break before I get on into Leo. So 1 second, my Leo gang. If anybody is enjoying this, please let me know. We may do these live. I think this would be fun to do live for everybody. This is a pre-recorded video. I think that at some point in the near future, though, I would like to do these live. Even with the regular mid-months. We'll keep the regular mid-months going, but we could do the short mid-month quickie check-ins, which would be really cool. The video is going to be a long video because I'm doing all 12 signs, but overall, just getting through these quick short reads, they're really fun. And you know what's cool? It doesn't have to have a crazy theme. It could be multiple messages. It could be random things to talk about that may resonate to you or may not resonate to you. And that's the beauty of tarot readings, man, because not all readings have to resonate to you. And sometimes the oddest message may come up in your life at a later date that you can resonate with and that will help and guide you. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's get on back into it, okay? Going to the Leo gang. Hey, how is my Leo doing? Messages for Leo here throughout the second half of July, please. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. Messages for Leo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. What is going on for Leo's second half, please? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with my Leo gang, baby. Ooh. Leo, the overall energy for you guys here is the Seven of Wands. We saw this card in another sign. I think this was Gemini's card, huh? Okay. Well, Leo, you may be connecting with a fellow fire sign, possibly a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Your current energy, Leo, is the Chariot. The person you're dealing with is the Page of Wands. And the outcome that is present for you is the Six of Pentacles. Now, you may be a Leo, a Cancer-Leo cusper. You can be connecting with a Cancer. You may be connecting with a fire sign or an earth sign as well. So looking at your mid-month check-in, Leo, I am definitely seeing this vibe of you blocking, popping, dropping, and hopping away, okay? You are definitely really drifting away from somebody's energy. You are keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward because who you're dealing with is not taking you serious enough. I think that there is this energy where somebody is doing too much and engaging too much into tomfoolery. They're not providing you with what it is that you need. They're not giving you that Six of Pentacles lifestyle and that balance that you deserve. So somebody here is not giving you what you need when it comes towards your needs out of a romantic connection or a romantic relationship. So I feel like you're standing up for yourself here during the mid-month period and really just letting somebody know that you're not providing me what I need, that emotional stability. I feel like you're connecting with somebody that loves to invest in the sexual fun and the tension and the intimacy and the flirtatious aspect of what it is the two of you share, but I feel like who you're connecting with isn't investing in your emotional side, and Leos can be incredibly emotional. I'm a Leo Venus, and I know damn well how hard I can love and how hard love can break me. And I know that it's very difficult to be a Leo at times. That's why I try to be as tender as I can with you, because I know that it's not an easy life. All right? And with all that being said, Leo, you're in a position right now where you're standing up for yourself instead of allowing yourself to be walked all over. And that's beautiful, and I'm really happy to see that for all of you guys, because you should never let a person walk all over you, and you should never be in alignment with somebody that isn't giving you what you need, especially when it comes towards those types of commitments that are of high value, okay? So we are seeing you basically moving forward throughout the second half of July and allowing yourself to be your second half. You know, this is really being whole and complete in who you are and recognizing that you need to complete yourself. You know, you can't let another person complete you. You have to love yourself whole and be whole and complete in who you are. And that is the most true thing and beautiful thing. And once you become whole and complete in who you are, you recognize that relationships are all about people complimenting you rather than filling in or being your second half, okay? So let's take a look here and see what messages, or what, not necessarily messages, but what we got coming in though for Leo. Throughout the second half of July, what's coming in here for Leo? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got coming in for Leo here? What can they expect? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Oh, we had a whole bunch of jumpers. Hey-o. Well, first things first, you're abandoning your past, which is beautiful to see. Six of Pentacles, or Six of Cups, excuse me, and the Five of Pentacles. Abandoning your past, letting that shit go. Realizing that your past is not something that you need to continue to take with you into your present. And this is you focusing your energy into creating better things and overall having a better life experience. This is beautiful, man. This is you redirecting your energy into things that are healthy for you, things that are positive for you. You're looking for somebody who's going to be collaborating with you, not somebody who's going to be on a different page. You want somebody romantically who's going to be on the same page with you. And I feel like that's where you're going, man. First things first, you're understanding that being single can be content. And you are being very content with being single throughout the second half of July. Once you walk away from this person, I'm seeing you being content, being on your own. But I am also seeing you coming into alignment with people who do want the same reciprocity that you do. Coming into alignment with people who do want to be there for your emotional support, who do want more than just some intimacy, but true and genuine love as well. So as you walk away from whoever this person is, and as you put your past behind you, you're tapping into fully this present moment. You're being comfortable with being on your own, and you're super excited for the new people that are on the horizon coming and manifesting into your life. So Three of Pentacles here, Eight of Wands here. You're ready to collaborate with somebody who's ready to collaborate with you. And for some of you Leos, what's coming in for you here very well likely may be a partner who is ready to work with you, who's ready to be that complement to you, who's ready to be a great person to you and treat you with love and respect and dignity. And I'm seeing that energy manifesting for you. So it does feel, for a good majority of you Leos, after you walk away from this person, a brand new partner appears to be manifesting in here. So I really like what I'm seeing so far. Awesome stuff, guys. Really awesome energy. All right. Hopefully you guys are well throughout the rest of your July, and hopefully that resonates to you. Okay. Let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. Heading on to my Virgo. What's going on for my Virgo gang, baby? What's happening, man? Virgo, second half of July, mid-month check-in. Let's take a look and see what we got coming through, man. Messages for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Messages for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on? Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. All right, my beautiful Virgos, let's get one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Now, something's telling me for some reason you may be feeling like you're a hot mess because the way I was shuffling these cards, it was a hot mess, okay? So some of you Virgos right now may be feeling like you're a hot mess, but don't worry, man. Hot mess or not, you're still hot. Ooh, baby. Getting into it, man. Look at your overall energy. Beautiful, man. We got the Sun card. I love it. I love it. Your overall energy is happiness, man. Beautiful. You may be connecting with a Leo for some of you. Your current energy is the Seven of Wands. The person you're dealing with here is the Magician. And the outcome that's present is the Four of Wands. Virgo, what's going on with you beautiful people, man? First things first, here's why you're so happy. You're so happy because you stand up for yourself and you don't let bullshit in your life. You're not accepting no garbage in your life. You're not accepting any bad vibes. You're not accepting any drama. You rebuke that stuff and you focus to what is adding benefit and value into your life. So Virgo, you have been in a position where you have been blocking out the bullshit left and right. All the shit that don't need to resonate with you, well, guess what? It can go. You've been in a position where you've been focused on yourself, man. Now, taking a look at who you're dealing with, we do have here the Magician card. And I feel like you've been working a lot with source energy. I did talk about this with another sign as well. It might have been the Aries. I was saying that Aries are really manifesting this month. You might be manifesting a lot too here, Virgo. It's a powerful time, especially with that eclipse we just had in Capricorn. We have a lot of astrological events that have been going and occurring this summer. It's a really great time to go ahead and manifest some beautiful things into your life. But ultimately, from what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo, you have been working with, the energy provided to you that everybody has. For example, okay? We are all gods and goddesses. We are all source energy. Our words create. Our thoughts create. What we imagine manifests. And you're in this position where you're taking a look at your life and you're speaking very highly of your life. I think you're happy where you're at. I think you're very content with your life right now, Virgo. And I think you're really excited of where it's going to go. Ultimately here we have the Four of Wands, and with the Four of Wands here, Virgo, you're getting ready to really start settling down in life. Some of you Virgos may be a little more on the older side, where you're getting ready to finally settle down, whether it's settling down with a partner or even settling down for yourself. I do feel that throughout the mid-month mark period, you have just learned over your experience in life that life is too short to focus on the negatives, that life is too short to focus on people who just bring the worst. Life's too short to invite in those negative people or keep attachments to those types of negative people that don't resonate with your space. Life's too short to be in a bad environment. You're just realizing that when you settle, you got to settle with things that make you feel good, around people that make you feel good, in places that make you feel good and happy and relaxed and at peace. And that's what we're really seeing here during the second half of July for you. This environment that you're building for yourself seems so beautiful. It really does, Taking a look here at the Magician card, what is Virgo manifesting, whether they're aware of it or not? We're always manifesting whether we're actually conscious of it, but you're bringing back the balance in your life. Ooh, Virgo, I like it, man. It feels so calm, you feel so relaxed, you feel so vibey, and I feel like what's happening here is you're super calm, you're super relaxed, you're super focused, you're in a place during the second half of July where you're just going with the flow of life. And you're just not accepting in anything that does not resonate with your happiness. Point blank, period. You have all the tools that at your access right now for a happy life. You're focusing on the good friends you have, the good family you have, the good workspaces and jobs that you have. This is tapping into the energy of gratitude and being appreciative of all the good things you have, and not focusing on all the bad things you have, okay? So this looks great, and it's really restoring a lot of balance into your life. What is coming in for Virgo? Let's take a look here. What's coming in for Virgo throughout the second half of July, please? What can they expect? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What is coming in for Virgo here, and what can they expect? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through July 30th. Let's take a look, man. What do we got? Ooh, we got here the Five of Wands, but I don't think it's what you expect it to be. We have here the Hierophant. We have here the Two of Swords. We have here the Five of Swords, yes sir. And we have here the Judgment. There's just so much that you're learning throughout this second half of the month. I mean, first things first, What did I talk about before? I did say that over the experience of the years, you've recognized that your energy is just worth being spent on better things and positive things rather than being spent on negative things. And you're starting to see that change here, okay? 100% throughout the second half of July. You're recognizing that there is always something to learn in the struggles you've faced in life. There's always something to learn in the negative occurrences that you've gone through in life. You're realizing that not only do you have to direct your energy to negative things that have happened in the past, you don't have to keep reliving your negative past. All you have to do is learn from it, because there's always something to learn from every experience that we deal with. And with all that being said too, you're no longer choosing, okay, to be invested into the Five of Swords energy. You're no longer choosing to be around people who are unhealthy for you, around people who are this Seven of Swords. Because look, man, the Five of Swords plus the Two of Swords is the Seven of Swords. You're not being around deceitful people or shady people or individuals who just don't bring you joy and happiness and don't wish you the best. You're removing yourself from those people because you recognize that being in a good environment and being backed and supported by your angels, your spirit guides, and the universe is all that you need to live a healthy lifestyle and a happy lifestyle. You're recognizing that you should only give out chances to the ones that fill you with life and fill you with joy instead of suck you dry. That's what she said, okay? It's always best to not fill yourself with people who are energy drainers, but to give people a chance to be around people who provide you with energy instead of drain that energy. So you're bringing back so much balance into your life. With the individuals you're surrounding yourself with the mindsets you're putting yourself with, you're recognizing that you can learn from your past mistakes rather than dwell on them. There's just this beautiful energy of really being in your inner calm and really having a lot of balance. I love it, man. I love it, Virgo. Fantastic shit, man. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right? Going all the way to the Libra. What's happening, baby? Libra, what do we got going on for your beautiful second half of July, mid-month, quickie check-in? What's going on, baby? You guys can tell, man, I'm in a good mood. I'm relaxed today, baby. Messages for my Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got coming through? Messages for Libra here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What's going on for Libra's mid-month, please? Messages for Libra here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Libra, the overall energy for you guys here is the Seven of Pentacles. So you may be connecting possibly with an Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Your current energy, Libra, is the Nine of Wands. The person you're dealing with here is the Three of Cups. And the outcome that's present here is the Ace of Pentacles. I think that you have been super patient for a long time. And I think that you have been waiting on somebody for such a long time to the point where they've been progressing and maybe you haven't. I think you're recognizing that you have no more time to wait. I think you're recognizing that it's time for you to get out of that Nine of Wands energy, express yourself, and push yourself or put yourself in a position to where you can receive blessings, okay? So let's take a look here. Who are you dealing with here? Well, you're dealing with the Three of Cups. For some, this could be a third-party situation. For others, this could be a person you're interested in that maybe isn't showing interest in you, okay? It could be like that love triangle where you like somebody, but they like somebody else, and the triangle goes around and around and around. But I feel like you've been patient for someone, Libra. I feel like you've been holding out on somebody for so long. I feel like you've been putting up with the way they've been treating you, even if it hasn't been too kindly. I feel like you have kept your feelings hidden while you have made everybody else happy. That's the important part here, right? Because the Three of Cups symbolizes happiness, and I feel like you have been putting your feelings aside for the happiness of others to be manifested. Let's take a deeper look into that real quick. One moment, y'all. You have been investing and putting in work for the happiness of others, but not your own happiness. And you have been putting your feelings aside for other people as well. And I think that you're recognizing you can only pick so many pentacles from the tree until the tree is full of just grass and no more pentacles. I mean, for example, when there's an apple tree, if you pick all the apples off the tree, are there any apples left? Think of those apples as your energy. If you pick up all the energy apples on your tree and you give all those energy apples to everybody else, where are the energy apples left for you to give you energy? I think you're burning yourself out, Libra. And I think that you're getting to that point where you're realizing, I have the opportunity to stop pleasing everybody else, and I have the opportunity to speak up for how I truly feel and to please myself. You're going to realize that. And you're going to focus on that. Because I think that you've always known this information. And of course, tarot is me just reflecting what you already know. But I think you're recognizing, I know that I've been in a position where I've been giving a lot to other people. I know where I've been focused on making others happy more than myself. And it's time for me to really focus on my own happiness. And it's time for me to speak up about my feelings. So with the Ace of Pentacles here, you're having that opportunity granted throughout the second half of July to speak up for your feelings, to speak up for yourself, and to ultimately, take care of yourself before you take care of other people. All right? You're making sure that you have enough cups left over for you. All right? Now, what's coming in for Libra here throughout the mid-July? What do we got going on here for Libra? What's coming in for them? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What can we expect coming in for Libra, please? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Let's take a look. Now, we got here the Temperance. We got here the Tower. Yes, baby. We got here the Three of Swords. And we got here the Seven of Wands. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're breaking away your old habits. The habits of taking care of others more than you take care of yourself. You're taking away the habits of being a people pleaser, okay? Not to trigger any Libras, but it is a Libra quality at times, and as I am a Libra moon, I have been a people pleaser too, okay? We're taking away those qualities of having to put the other people in front of us, because look, man, if you don't take care of yourself, how can you fully take care of another person and then be good for you, right? There's got to be that balance. So you're taking back balance here. Remember, you are the balance. You are the scale, Libra. So with the Tower card here, that needs to break down, this habit of putting your feelings aside and pleasing everybody else and making sure their feelings and their needs and their requirements are all met. That shit is breaking down. We're making sure, Libra, we're making sure you're taken care of during this July motherfucking 2020, okay? We're making sure you feel good. We're making sure you're protected. We're making sure you're energetic and you're vibing and you're relaxed, and then we'll take care of everybody else's asshole, okay? You can't get off the toilet to wipe another person's ass if your asshole ain't wiped, okay? If you haven't wiped your butt yet, then guess what? It's going to drizzle all the way down your leg, and that's gross. That's nasty, okay? So remember, man, wipe your ass before you wipe the ass of another. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting on the toilet bowl for the rest of your life. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man. We got here the Temperance card. And with the Temperance card here, Libra, this talks about getting back into that space where you are healing. But also, I think I see balance here. We got fire here. We got water in two of these cups over here. And this is showing the balance, okay? Sometimes, when you overextend your energy, you can burn yourself out. But if you make sure to keep the balance, then you allow yourself to rejuvenate with that water, okay? You allow yourself to rejuvenate yourself. So the main point here is, please bring that balance back into your life. Please wipe your own ass first. And also, when it comes towards the Three of Swords and the Seven of Wands, what you may also expect throughout the second half of July is the releasing of heartbreak and the releasing of pain. This is you no longer holding it inside, okay? The Nine of Wands is keeping things to yourself. This is you expressing it and releasing it. So you will have a purge of pain. You will see a release and removal of pain throughout the second half of July, because no longer are you holding it in and burying it deep down inside. You're letting it go. You're releasing that, okay? So we can expect that as well, all right? Much love to you, Libra. I hope I can make you guys laugh and lighten up the mood a little bit, and I hope that this reading has helped in any way that's beneficial to you, okay? All right, my beautiful Libras, take care. Now, going all the way to my beautiful Scorpio gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for the Scorpio here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What beautiful messages do we got coming through for Scorpio? The quick mid-month check-in. What's going on? Messages for Scorpio here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Messages for Scorpio here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on? Let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. Scorpio, the overall energy throughout the second half of July for you is the Eight of Swords. You may be connecting possibly here with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Your current energy is the King of Swords. The person you're dealing with here is the Ten of Swords, and the outcome that's present for you is the Two of Wands. So from what I'm seeing for you beautiful Scorpio peeps is definitely an influx in endings. And I think that these endings are always going to bring vast, new, beautiful beginnings. You have to stand up for yourself. And I think as of lately, you haven't. I think that someone here has been running the show, and that person might not have been you. And with the Eight of Swords here, I feel like somebody has been keeping you in a mental imprisonment, considering that they are emotionally fucking with your head. And I don't like when people fuck with other people's heads, and I don't like when people fuck with the Scorpio. Because Scorpio, I love you. And when Scorpios get empowered, the Scorpios, y'all motherfuckers do some damage. Okay, just saying. So Scorpio, man, listen, people don't want to fuck with you. Because right now, they may be hurting your feelings, but when you get pissed, they want to run. They gotta run. Okay, man, my Scorpio gang, man, they pop off when they mad. So, taking a look here. Eight of Swords, King of Swords. I do feel like somebody's emotionally got you in your head, okay? And with the King of Swords here, this is about you speaking up for yourself during the second half of the month and letting somebody have it. And I think you're going to, because it may result in an ending. We got here the Ten of Swords. So Scorpio, somebody has pissed you off to the final straw. The straw that has broke the camel's back is coming in for you. You are ending a connection with somebody due to the fact that you're tired of dealing with the way they make you feel, especially on an emotional level. As for the outcome that's present, you are choosing yourself instead of choosing this person. So you are letting go of somebody here during your second half for you, okay? That's what I'm seeing here for you, Scorpio. And I'm seeing you sticking up for yourself and no longer allowing somebody to make you feel like you're in a mental imprisonment, okay? Taking a look at the bottom of the deck, of course, we have here the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. So you want to bring death to this connection, and you want to breathe new life into somebody else who is worth it, okay? Moving forward into your second half check-in, let's see what we got coming in for you, Scorpio. We'll take a look there. What's coming in for my beautiful Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got coming in for my beautiful Scorpios? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on? Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Let's take a look. All right, we got here the Empress. I like it, man. The Empress is a nice card to see. So moving forward into the second half of the month, you are going to be seeing an uptake in the self-love that you provide for yourself. You also are going to be seeing the god or goddess that you are from within. This is you acknowledging your true beauty. This is you really taking a look at yourself, and instead of seeing insecurities, you're seeing the fucking phenomenal beauty of who you are. I think that everyone, doesn't matter what sign you are, I think that everyone is always programmed subconsciously to look at the insecurities or the flaws that we have about ourselves. But I feel that in the second half here of July, you're going to be looking at nothing but the beauty of who you really are. You're appreciating your beauty. You're appreciating that you are a god or goddess, and you are loving yourself for who you are. And you're continuing to put in work here to realize that nobody else is ever going to be able to fuck with your head, because you will not be putting up with people who are not being direct. You will hear about that, Scorpio. We were 57 minutes in and my phone storage said, go fuck yourself. So I do apologize, guys. I do these videos on my phone and the storage is just, ugh. Anyhow, man, let's get back into it. So, as I was saying, because I was hyping you up, and I want to keep on hyping you up, okay? You're not letting nobody coming into your energy no more playing around with you, okay? Playing around with your head. Those are the worst type of people to be invested in, right? The people that are playing with your mind, playing with your head, always playing games, never knowing what they want, bringing indecisive bullshit into the equation, fuck indecision. You want directness. And Scorpio, you deserve somebody who's going to be direct with you and let you know what the fuck is good. You deserve to be around somebody who's going to uplift you each and every single day and not make you think twice about how beautiful you are. Okay? So that's what we're seeing coming in for you. We're also seeing the complete removal of this individual. You are moving forward this time and not looking back. Okay? With that Seven of Swords here and with the Six of Swords here, you're seeing them for who they are. You're seeing them for a trickster. You're seeing them for a person who continuously keeps trying to play you game after game after game. And you're not allowing yourself to be involved anymore in this connection, Scorpio. You're seeing this individual for who they are, and you're letting this person go. I like it, man. Beautiful stuff. You're ready for the new. You're ready for somebody to deeply appreciate you as you're now starting to deeply appreciate yourself, and you're done allowing yourself to put yourself in self-sabotaging or negative situations with people who sabotage you. I like it, Scorpio. Enjoy your mid-month. Happy mid-month, and I will see you in August, okay? Going all the way to, man, my Scorpios are finished. Have a lovely one, guys. Going all the way to my beautiful Sagittarius gang. Welcome, my Saggies. Let's see what we got going on, okay? Sagittarius, what's going on for you, boo? Throughout the second half of July here, what's your mid-month quickie message? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Throughout July 15th through the 30th, what messages do we got coming through for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Throughout July 15th through the 30th, what do we got going on? Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through July 30th. Let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. What do we got going on? Sagittarius, the overall energy for you throughout July, or the second half of July, is the Seven of Cups. I like it, okay? You may be connecting with a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Your current energy here is the Two of Cups. The person you're dealing with here is the Strength card, and the outcome that's present for you is the Four of Wands. You're looking for a relationship. You're ready for a relationship. Excuse me. And you no longer have time to deal with somebody who keeps on holding back. Someone here is holding back, and you're ready to keep your options open because you don't have time anymore to wait. You want to be with somebody. You want to settle down. And if somebody isn't ready, if somebody's not on that same energy as you, that same vibrational plane as you, then you're getting ready to take flight, spread your wings, fly, and find somebody better. You know, I really feel this energy of you moving on from someone during the second half of the month here because of how held back they are. And with the Strength card here, they're not taking action or any sort of moves to really want to move forward in a well-established romantic relationship with you. Now, you may feel connected to this person, but regardless, you do acknowledge that there's always going to be other people out there, and you do acknowledge that there's potential to meet somebody even better out there. Maybe you haven't met your true soulmate yet, and that's something that you're willing to explore. So from what I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius, you know what you want. You want a relationship. You want a committed connection. You want a future family and a future marriage, and you want to settle. And this person isn't giving it to you. So I'm seeing that during the second half of the month here, you are getting up and popping and moving forward and recognizing that, you know what, if you can't do this for me, as much as I may care about you, I got to do what I need to do for myself. I got to find a person who gives me what I need, okay? So I see you moving forward here, considering that someone is just not growing with you and they're not on the same vibrational resonance as you originally were with them. Taking a look at the Strength card, why is Sagittarius, this person, so held back throughout the second half of July? Okay, we got here the Hermit card, and we also got here the Nine of Pentacles. Honestly, Sagittarius, what I'm seeing about this person is that they're choosing to be single by choice. I mean, that's definitely the energy that's coming through. Hermit card and Nine of Pentacles, they feel like they're better off being single. Huh, but why is that? Why does this person prefer to be single, especially single from Sagittarius? Okay, and we got here the Six of Swords, and we got here the Eight of Swords. Because whoever you're connecting with, I think, is in a position where they're incredibly anxious. I think they're incredibly nervous when it comes towards relationships. They feel that they will mess it up with the way that they communicate. I think that your person sometimes can be a little bit harsh, Sagittarius, and I think that they truly don't want to hurt you. They feel like they're better off being on their own because they're scared of hurting you and they're scared of hurting others. So at the end of the day, they find it easier to not get involved in any sort of commitments with you so that they can not hurt your energy and so that they can not mess up the connection that the two of you share. So whether that's valid or not coming from this person, that's at least what they're currently thinking, or that's at least what they're currently feeling, okay? So that's what I'm seeing on your person's end. Now let's take a look here and see what we got coming in for you for July 2020 during the mid-month, okay? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Wow, that was a jumper. Throughout July 15th through the 30th. Wow, well, we got here the Four of Pentacles, and that came out very quickly. I think that you are going to be in a place where you will forever hold this person in your heart, Sag. I think you really do care about them, and I think that it is very hard for you to move on from them, especially because they're not taking action. But I think you recognize that you deserve somebody who's going to be willing to be there with you and settle down with you. And with all that being said, you're going to hold them very dear in your heart, but you are in a position where you need to move on right now. You are in a position where you got to move on with your own life, okay? A great song to listen to would be Scars by Papa Roach. I gotta move on with my own life. It's time, man. It's time. And I feel like you're getting ready to meet those new people and form those new connections. And that's what we're going to be seeing here throughout this second half of July. Now, you will be meeting new people during your second half, Sag, although a lot of them you will not be interested in. Okay? It takes a while. It takes a while to keep your options open. I mean, not every option is going to surprise you. So most of the options you'll be seeing here throughout the second half of July are not going to be that impressive, but by just investing your time into it, I think you're going to have really, really good luck. Yes, we got here the Wheel of Fortune. So continue investing your time into your new options here, Sagittarius. Continue meeting people, whether you're on dating apps, whether you're, meeting people through a friend, whatever it is that you're doing here, just continue investing time into it. When the opportunities present itself, you don't need to rush it. You don't need to date every person you see or have a million people to go out with on a date for. Just go with the flow. I feel like during July, the second half of it at least, most people you meet are not going to really reel you in, okay? There's not really going to be a lot of people that bring interest in for you, but I do see that it's going to turn around in your favor. You are going to have luck, of course, in love, and you are going to meet the right type of person. Sagittarius, very random sidetracked message, but you are going to be having a Kundalini awakening. I just felt the Kundalini energy from my back rising all the way up. And that right there was for me to tell you that you will be having a Kundalini awakening. Now, if you are unaware of what a Kundalini awakening is, I really do urge you to go check out the information about what it is and really read up on it so that you get a very good knowledge. It does have to deal with your sacral chakra, so you can find out a lot more information about that, okay? Some of you here actually may practice Kundalini yoga. If so, props to you. It's a very, very awesome form of yoga, okay? Now, either way, here's your synopsis of the reading. You're walking away from somebody that you hold dear to you because they're not taking any action and they're not in resonance with you in giving you what you want or what you need in a relationship. They're just not doing it for you. And you are going to hold them very dearly to your heart, but you need to move on, and you're allowing yourself to move on. You will be meeting people throughout the second half of July, but they won't be so interesting. But moving forward, there is somebody else who's meant to be on your path, who is going to wow you and wow you away from the person that you hold so dearly now. So when I tell you that you are meeting somebody better, Sagittarius, you are, and I can't wait to see that reading whenever that reading comes up, hopefully within the next few months. All right? Have a good one, my Sagittariuses. Much love to each and every single one of you, and I will catch you guys in your August reading. Take care, my Saggies, and have a good one. All right? All right. Capricorn, before we get into it, man, I got to get my energy up. We've been recording for an hour, and man, tarot can take the piss out of you, so hold on, baby. Let me get some energy up real quick. I hate when you put ice in these cups and it drips from the bottom. I have a coaster that's the condensation and whatnot, but it still gets everywhere. Ugh, I want to find a way to fix that. I might get a sleeve for it or something like that. Maybe I will. All right. Whew, let's get into it. So, my beautiful Capricorn gang, what's happening, baby? I hope you guys are well. Welcome to the second half of your July. Let's take a look at your mid-month quickie and see what we got coming through. All right. Messages for Capricorn here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What beautiful messages do we got coming through for Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Oh, no. Yes. It is Capricorn, yeah. I went, oh, no. Was I supposed to do Aquarius? No, Capricorn, yes. Messages for Capricorn here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. What's going on, my beautiful Cappies? I hope you guys have been wonderful, dude. I know that was an intense eclipse we experienced on the 4th of July weekend. I hope you guys are fantastic, Anyways, man, taking a look at your overall energy, which I do like to see, we got here the Three of Cups. Very nice, man. You can be connecting possibly with a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Your current energy here is the Ace of Swords. The person you are dealing with, Capricorn, is the Chariot card, and the outcome that's present for you is the Emperor. Very nice. So Capricorn, you may be connecting with a Cancer. You may be dealing with a Aries as well, or possibly an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, okay? You may be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio too. Anyways, from what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn, it definitely feels to me that you guys are in a position right now where you are truthfully happy. I think that it took some time. I think that it took a while for you to really let go of a lot of deep wounds that you needed to heal. But the second half of July feels like a period where true happiness is entering into your life. I think you're going to be enjoying it. I think you're making the most of it rather than focusing on all the negative stuff. The eclipse had a lot to do with it. The eclipse was very intense for a lot of Capricorns to let go of a lot of negative energy. And I really do feel like with the Ace of Swords here and the Three of Cups here, this is all about you just staying true to what truly gives you pleasure in life. And you're making that decision and you're deciding that for yourself. And what's so interesting is that this message has been going through so many signs we've done so far, this message of sticking to doing what you enjoy. And truly, I feel like that's where your focus is. And always remember, where your attention goes, energy is going to flow. So where attention goes, energy flows. If your attention is on the good things in life, the things that make you happy, the things that bring gratitude, then that energy is going to flow right back to you. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys focusing on that. I'm also seeing a lot of you guys releasing control issues. I think you're recognizing that you can't always control your mood. You can't always control your happiness. And sometimes you can't even control your sadness. In life, there's going to be multiple ups and downs. There's going to be moments that are beyond your control. And it really sucks, but sometimes you just got to sit with the energy, see it out, feel it out, and see it for what it is. And one of those things was that eclipse we experienced, that full moon in Capricorn followed through with the eclipse. I mean, honestly, Mercury retrograde in general this month has been very, very, very intense. And I think that it's been affecting a lot of people, especially Cancer, but also Capricorn as well, considering that Capricorn is the opposition of Cancer. So I think that the main message we're seeing here is that you're recognizing you can't control everything. You can't control how you feel. You can't control the negative instances that occur in life or the unfortunate events that occur in life. But what you can control is how you react to them. So I think that that's a very powerful message you're starting to learn, is that maybe you can't control what happens. Maybe some of those things are beyond your control. But what is still in your control is the way that you react to them. And you can choose to react positively or you can choose to react quite negatively. And there is always a positive light to make out of any sort of situation, no matter how intense it may be. There's always some sort of positive aspect about it, and I feel like you're gaining very good perspective and insight this month on the way that you see things and what your outlook really is. So Capricorn, it's looking beautiful for you so far. I feel like you're just moving on from being in a space where you are trying to control everything and being upset when things are beyond your control. I feel like you're accepting that it is what it is, and you can only react to things in a better way rather than prevent certain instances from happening, So I'm seeing that happening here. Really letting go of certain types of control issues and allowing yourself to just react in a better manner, in a way that makes you feel better, in a way that's more positive. Now let's take a look and see what's coming in for you throughout the second half of July, okay? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What is coming in for Capricorn, please, throughout the second half of July? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Let's take a look. We got here the King of Wands. We got here the Queen of Cups. We got here the Seven of Wands, and we got here the High Priestess. Beautiful. So what's coming in for you is a lot more of a lighthearted energy with the King of Cups, with the King of Wands, and with the Queen of Cups, a beautiful energy of empathism, okay, or empathy, excuse me. So from what I'm seeing coming in for you, your energy is going to be a lot more lighter. The way you're responding to your emotions and the way you're responding to your empathy is recognizing that you are allowed to feel things. and things may happen that are beyond your control, but the way that you respond to them, the way that you react to them is all within your control. So you're gaining control in a way. You're gaining control because you're recognizing that you have control over the way you respond to situations and the way you react to situations. And I really do feel like you're putting your foot down to start responding to situations in a more positive manner because you are feeling guided to do so. So we're definitely seeing a change in the way that you react and respond to situations surrounding yourself. We're seeing that you're letting go of a lot of control issues. You're recognizing that if things are beyond your reach, if things are beyond your control, we have to see them for what they are. We have to let certain events plan out, and we have to keep just rolling with the punches. Let me tell you something, man. Life is not easy. Life is going to throw so many curveballs. Life is going to throw so many weird instances and things that you never expected, but you got to roll with that flow. You got to keep it pushing, popping, and moving forward because life is a beautiful thing in the end, and in order to see that beauty, you have to allow yourself to react to what is going on in a more positive way because there is beauty there. And when you're always submerged in the bad things that have happened, you're never going to see that light, you know? So Capricorn, I'm happy for you. I'm happy to see that you guys are really focused on the good that you got in your life, and the gratitude that you're expressing here is marvelous. I hope that you guys really enjoy the second half of your month here. Spend it with your family, spend it with your loved ones, and really enjoy the people you're around, you know? You never know what life will bring you, and God bless. Enjoy the people that you love, and enjoy the time that you spend with them and the things you invest yourself into that bring happiness and gratitude to you. Much blessings to you, my Capricorns, okay? Have a good one, guys, all right? All right, man, going to the beautiful Aquarius gang. Let's see what we got going on. Aquarius, just give me a moment here to have my second smoke break, please, and then we will get on into it, okay? Whew. I have not done a reading this long, I think, in a very long time. I remember I did a reading, like my daily readings, sometimes they can get up to about an hour, but the last time I did a reading that was almost like an hour and 20 minutes was probably when I first did my channel. I think the longest reading I ever did was like 2 hours, and God, it killed me. I got to do the daily reading later today too, so this is going to be a very high energy day of putting in a lot of time, you know? But I'm happy with that. All right, my beautiful Aquarius, let's get on into your reading, okay? Aquarius gang, what's happening? What's crack-a-lackin'? And what's popping? What do we got going on? Messages for my Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Messages for Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on? Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. All right, my lovely Aquarius gang, let's get ourselves this one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through for the mid-month mark. What's going on, baby? Aquarius, the overall energy for you guys here is the Fool card. So you may be connecting with an Aries, or you may possibly have Aries in your chart. This is cool. The energy of being free, the energy of being released, and feeling pretty damn good. Hey-o. Taking a look at your current energy, Aquarius, you got here the Judgment. The person you're dealing with is the Tower, and the outcome that's present is the Nine of Wands. Aquarius is releasing themselves from somebody who may be explosive or possibly damaging to you. You're letting go of somebody who may be possibly damaging to you, and I think that this was a call from Spirit guiding you and letting you know, hey, this individual's got to go, and you got to be in a position where you focus on yourself and where you take care of your problems and what you got going on in your business, okay? I feel like your guides during the second half of the month here, Aquarius, are very strict right now. They're in a position where they want you to take care of you. You got enough going on. You got enough on your plate. You got enough to handle. And right now it's time to set aside time for you rather than set aside time for other people. So I do feel that whoever this Tower energy is representing, there is a connection that is shared between you and another person that's crumbling. And remember that when the Tower moment comes and the Tower starts to fall, it is meant to fall for a reason, because you are meant to rebuild those pieces with somebody else. So I want to make that imperative that we remember that when the Tower falls, it is meant to fall. So with the Fool card here, you are being released from somebody, okay? I do feel somebody here whose behavior has an influence on you that may not be the best. And I feel as if you know and feel that you're guided this time to let this individual go and to really bring back focus and light on your own life and where you want to go and what you got to do moving forward and your own personal problems or your own business. I really feel like if there was a title for this reading, it would be getting back on your own business, okay? So I'm seeing here that during the second half of the month for you, this is all about getting back on your own business and not having other people interfere with that, okay? So far, you are releasing yourself from somebody, and I think it's time to let that tower fall, as maybe in the past it's tried to, but maybe it never knocked down completely, okay? So we're seeing this happening for you here during the second half of the month. Now, for the second half of July for Aquarius, what can they expect coming in for them? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What can we expect coming in for Aquarius, please, throughout the second half of July? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What can we expect? Let's take a look here. So we have here the Queen of Swords, we have here the Six of Wands, we have here the Five of Cups, and we also have here the Ace of Swords. I think that even though you are releasing somebody whose personality may be danger or harmful to you or explosive towards you, even though you are releasing somebody who can be a challenge, I think that it's a good thing, but I also think that it can be a bit of a sad thing, because sometimes we love people who aren't so good for us. And it's very difficult to let go of those individuals because we see the good aspects of them, but we also recognize that the bad outweighs the good. So I do feel that you may be in a little bit of a grieving period throughout the second half of July, Aquarius. You may be in a grieving period of someone who you really loved, but they weren't really great to you. So it may hurt during this time, but you will rise above that hurdle in order to let this person go, and in order to be able to move on, you will be able to do so. Also, with the Queen of Swords here and the Ace of Swords here, you are recognizing that this was imperative for your life and imperative for your success to remove a person from your life who causes damage with the way that they treat you or the words that they say. You're recognizing that, truthfully, this was the good move for you. This was the good card to play. So even if this may be painful, you releasing yourself from somebody who is unhealthy for you is the best thing that you're going to do, even if you care for them. Like I said, you may see the light in them, but the bad is outweighing the good, and it's not the other way around. So even though this may be a little bit of a period of grief of where you're letting somebody go, you are recognizing that during this time, you do feel better, you do feel more happier, you do feel more successful, and you're recognizing that this is your truth, that this is what's best for you. So you really are doing what's best for you here during the second half of July, and I really like to see that energy for you, okay? Thank you, my beautiful Aquarius, for tuning in with me. Have a lovely and amazing rest of your July, and I can't wait to see all of you in August. Thank you so much, all right? All right, man. Now, it's the final countdown. What do we got going on for my Pisces, man? We are on the last sign. Let's see what's happening, what's crack-a-lacking, and what's popping for my beautiful Pisces. Pisces, I am saving every last energy bit in my fiber of being to provide for you a reading here today. So thank you, Pisces, for being here with me, man. Thank you for showing love and true and genuine support. And let's see what we got going on for your mid-July check-in, okay? Messages for Pisces here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th, please. Messages for Pisces here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. What's going on? Pisces mid-month check-in. Messages for Pisces here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 30th. Mid-month check-in. All right, Pisces gang. Let's get this last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Pisces, the overall energy for you guys here is the Emperor. So you may be connecting possibly with an Aries for some. Your current energy is the King of Swords. The person you're dealing with here is the Ten of Swords. And the outcome that's present for you, Pisces, is the High Priestess, which is your card. So you may be connecting with an Aries or possibly be dealing with a fellow Pisces. From what I'm seeing here for you guys, the Emperor card to the King of Swords is really all about getting in control of your boundaries and not letting individuals overstep your boundaries. Pisces, sometimes people can overstep your boundaries due to how nice you treat other people and how kind you guys can genuinely be. Also, I don't think that many people actually notice, but Pisces are very forgiving creatures. You guys are super forgiving people, and that's why I love you guys so much, because you have so much love in your heart for humanity and others. But I am seeing here that you're recognizing that I may forgive, but I have no need to forget. you are changing up that energy of giving away too many chances to people that may not deserve it. You are recognizing that you are in control of your boundaries, and you're allowing your boundaries to be established during the second half of July. Someone here, 10 of Swords, may have walked away from you, may have ended things with you. They also may have betrayed you with words that they've said. They may have hurt you and backstabbed you with the things that have come out of their mouth or the actions that they may have chosen to take. And I feel here that you are not allowing people to double cross you any longer, or allowing people to really, take a dump on your boundaries. You're not letting that happen. You're tapping right back into who the fuck you are, Pisces. You're the High Priestess. You're a person who knows all the tea. You're a person who knows everything before somebody comes ahead and tells you what it is they did. You're an intuitive being. You're a precious being. You're a being of light. And if somebody does not want to respect you, then guess what? You may forgive, but you may never forget. Nor do you have to offer them that second chance. Because when people want to disrespect you, then guess what? They're not meant to be in your energy, because you're only making room for individuals who respect you, love you, and treat you how you deserve to be treated. Point blank, period. Now, let's get some clarity here on this 10 of Swords. What is this 10 of Swords representing for Pisces? Why is the person Pisces is dealing with showing up here as the 10 of Swords? All right, we got here the Judgment card, and we also have here the Devil. Yeah, Pisces, I feel like you were connecting with somebody who had really two different moods. They had either a very nice side of them who was always begging for a second chance after they screwed up, and then they had the side of them that did screw up. The Devil, okay? Your person had this personality where they could be the best person ever, but they could also be the worst person. They could be very mean to you. They could be very low. They could hit you with low blows. They could be very addictive in the way that they would talk, right? Whoever you're connecting with could have had a very addictive personality, all right? For some of you Pisces, you may have been connecting with somebody who was a very heavy drinker, and when they would be drunk, they would take a lot of their anger out on you. Wow, Pisces, I'm sorry for those of you that have been in situations like that, okay? Some of you may be dealing with people who suffer with alcohol abuse and they take that out on you. If so, I'm very sorry that you've been in that position, okay? Nonetheless, though, Pisces, it feels to me that you were dealing with somebody whose mood went from, treating you good to treating you like absolute shit. And then after they made their mistakes, they would continuously beg for a second chance. And I feel like you have no more room for second chances, Pisces. I feel like you can let go of the resentment and you can forgive them, but you're not going to forget what they did to you, and you're not going to allow them to have the chance to ever treat you like shit again, because you know that you deserve the best, and simply the best, and damn straight you do. All right, taking a look at, okay, well, I just dropped like half of my deck on the ground, Pisces, so let me pull another deck out. That was not something I was expecting today, but it's okay. We got to roll with the punches, right? All right, Pisces, but let's take a look and see what's coming in for you throughout the second half of July, moving forward into this reading, okay? So what's coming in then for the second half of July for Pisces, please? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout the second half of July, July 15th through the 30th. What can Pisces expect, and what is coming in for Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 15th through the 31st. Let's take a look here, Pisces. We got here the King of Pentacles. We got here the Seven of Cups. We got here the Six of Wands. We got here the Seven of Wands. And we got here the Four of Wands. Pisces, I like it. I like it a lot. And let me tell you why. Because you know you deserve better. You know that you don't have to put up with this treatment. And with all that being said, you're seeing things clearly. You're recognizing that you should not be dealing with this type of treatment. This is a person who needs to take care of themselves if they do not know how to take care of you. And with all that being said, you're keeping your options open. You're recognizing that the universe has better people out there for you. And you're getting ready to move on forward and meet one of those new individuals. As you are blocking out this connection of the past and recognizing that you are deserving of a loving relationship that is nurturing, that is reciprocating the love that you give, and that adds value to your life each and every single day. A relationship where somebody lifts you up and doesn't drag you down. Point blank, period. You don't have room for a person who wants to keep flip-flopping energies. It's either you, A, love the shit out of me and deal with your own issues on your own and don't project them, or B, you continue to project how you feel and put it on me like it's all my fault and push me further away. Well, Pisces, I think they pushed you away for the last time, because this time you're done. You're gone. And you're letting it go. And whoever this individual was that you were connecting with, they got shit they got to work on within themselves. Okay? And I want you to know, Pisces, if somebody was ever blaming you for shit you never did, if somebody was ever yelling at you all the time and raising their voice to you in a relationship and just being mean, you never deserved that. You shouldn't be in a relationship where a person yells at you, not even once. You shouldn't be around people who hurt you. You shouldn't be around people who put you down. You should be around people who want the best for you, okay? So for those of you that experience something like this, I'm truly so sorry. And I'm so excited and happy for you to meet the great people that you're going to come across on your path. I'm really so excited for you to meet new people, and these amazing people are going to treat you well. And remember, Pisces, after all the damage this person has caused, don't let them allow you to look at yourself in any negative way. Continue to love who you are. Continue to appreciate who you are. Remember that people are lucky to have you, and remember that you are a beautiful being who's consistently growing. Love yourself completely, whole and completely from the inside and out, and never let a person make you feel like you're not worthy. Because guess what? They're not worthy. Okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Okay? Thank you, my lovely Pisces. I appreciate you tuning in, coming into the second half mid-month quickie, the little check-in. Thank you so much for that. You are absolutely amazing. And here is the outro for everybody here. I want to say thank you all so much, all 12 zodiac signs, for coming through for your quick energy check-in for July 2020. Thank you all so much for checking in for the mid-month here. Well, like I said before, I do apologize that I could not get these videos done individually. As I mentioned previously, I already did the July readings late, so I didn't want the mid-months to be late. I want to be on schedule. So thank you guys for your love and support. And if you actually enjoy this, all signs check-in at the mid-month period, please let me know. I may consider doing this more oftenly, and maybe this could become a monthly thing if everybody really enjoys it and tunes on in for it, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Have a fantastic, amazing, all 12 signs, every zodiac here, man. Have an awesome and amazing rest of your July 2020. Thank you so much for being here with me, guys. You are all so loved and you are also appreciated. Have a lovely rest of your July, and I will see each and every single one of you in August 2020. Have a great day, my friends. Much love. If anybody here is new and you love the channel and you fuck with the energy, feel free to subscribe down below. And if anybody here wants to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, all linked down in the description, feel free to drop a follow. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you all in your next video. Much love, everybody, and peace.